Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, happy Sunday. We're about to start a new week, and today, I can't help but notice Shiba Inu, Shib up 30%. Out of nowhere. 30%. And not only Shib, Doge is up 10%, and other meme coins are following as well. What does this mean exactly? Is Bitcoin next? Is this a precursor to the entire crypto space this coming week? Well, let's discuss. Smash it a like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell to get notified of all my streams. Follow me on social media. Check out CryptosRUs.com. And of course, follow my brand new channels. I just had a good one posted yesterday about dead spiders becoming robots. So make sure you don't miss that one. So let's get started. What is going on in the world of crypto today? Well, Bitcoin is still hovering. So Bitcoin is still about the same level as yesterday, which is fine, 24,400. But I mean, I couldn't help notice. I was going down CMC this morning. I'm like, what is going on? Doge is above 10%. And then Shib is up 30+%. At one point, it was up 40%. 40%. Why? I don't know. I don't know what's spurring this buying. Is BlackRock getting involved somehow? Some insider trading going on, because I'm looking at the news. I thought maybe it has something to do with Elon, right? Nothing. Something to do with update on a game or Shibarium or something? Not really, but I'll get to what's going on. But I do think this is important, because I do think this shows there are a ton of people putting a ton of money into the space, for whatever reason, into the meme coins right now. But does that mean a precursor is coming? Precursor meaning the entire crypto space about to pump 10, 20, 30% following the meme coins. Well, I guess we'll have to see. The new week is about to start. This week will be interesting. There will be more things to focus on. So let's talk about what's coming up this week, and then let me talk about what's going on with Bitcoin and Shib and Doge. Well, as for this week, just real quick, there's more economic data, but the big one will probably be the Fed minutes coming on Wednesday, which talks about what was announced last month, right? Which wasn't that long ago. So again, the last few minute meetings, FOMC minute meetings, there was a little hesitation beforehand, but afterwards it turned out to be nothing. And I expect more of the same this week. But besides that, there's a few other economic data. So we'll see if existing home sales, jobless claims, if any of those things will be worse off or in line with expectation. And then the market will continue to rally if they do come in according to expectation. Whoever did the Photoshop for this is really, really good. Let's just put it that way. All right. And then also you have a lot of big earnings this week, a ton of earnings, major retailers, Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, Kohl's, TJ Maxx, Ross, Foot Locker, Estee Lauder. I mean, you get the point, right? Basically all retail. Walmart already, they kind of gave a heads up, like, okay, we're probably not going to do that well, so be prepared. And when they did that, everything else tanked, but who knows? We may get some surprises showing that Q2 wasn't as bad as people thought. Okay, so there's also earnings that's coming up, a lot of earnings, and we'll see, what's going on with them. And then I did see this from CNBC about why food prices are going up. And some of you guys may be wondering, well, yeah, inflation is here, but why are food up 30, 40, 50% or 100% year to year, right? It doesn't really correlate. Well, this talks about fertilizer. I didn't even think about it, but fertilizer has gone up astronomically, okay, almost 5 times the cost per ton. So that means farmers are obviously spending a lot more. They're paying a lot more for fertilizer and other things, and then they're passing on the cost to the consumers, basically, right? or they're going to go bankrupt themselves. So that's a huge jump. So something like that is not just due to the 8 point something inflation, right? To go up from $270 per ton to $1,400, that's due to other things like supply chain issues and rising energy prices and among other things, right? So this is kind of the reason why food has been going up a little bit more than everything else that we've been seeing. So just to throw that out there because that's kind of interesting. All right. So as for Bitcoin, Michael Saylor is still saying, well, gold is going to be demonetized by Bitcoin gradually and slowly until all utility from gold basically passes on to Bitcoin. And I agree with that, except the fact that there will always be a utility for gold in jewelry, right? I don't think jewelry will ever switch to digital. Well, I take that back. There's already NFTs that's already doing that. But still, there's always going to be a place for physical things for gold. Besides that, as a store of value, yeah, that's going to be transferred to Bitcoin. We have $12 trillion sitting in gold right now. That is about to double to 24 trillion when the 12 trillion in Uganda gets dug out, right? But Bitcoin barely scratches that. So there will be a lot of value transfer, let's just say, from gold to Bitcoin in the coming years. So look forward to that. Also, Japanese giant Shinshi now offers $60 to new customers, and you could choose either XRP or BTC, right? So we hear about banks, giving out free money to new account holders or creators, but they're giving out crypto. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. It shows that the appetite among consumers in crypto is way higher than fiat at this time. Right? That's a big shift right there. And of course, when you're talking about global adoption, well, it's only going to go up from here, right? Right now, you could argue somewhere between 100 million and 1 billion users are in crypto. But as time goes on, that 1 billion is going to go up to 8 billion. But guess what? The Bitcoin in circulation is not going up much more from here. So you're having a supply issue, basically, in a good way, because it's going to cause the price to go a lot higher. But just think about that, where the Bitcoin in circulation is pretty much flat from here on out. Very little left to be mined, while the demand just keeps going up and up and up and up. So, good stuff. Good stuff. What else is there? Of course, in the meantime, people that are coming into this space is growing by leaps and bounds. Number of addresses holding at least one Bitcoin is above 1. Number of addresses holding one Bitcoin is going higher and going to all-time highs seemingly like every week. Every time I pull this up, it's a new all-time high, new all-time high, new all-time high. You're just not seeing it drop. And while this is happening, while more and more people come into space, Bitcoin is still hovering at 24,000. We're not back to 70,000 yet. Imagine when we do start making some moves, let's say we get a 30% pump like what Shib saw today with Bitcoin, we're going to see this really just go up exponentially to the moon. The number of people FOMOing in hasn't really started yet. This is just people educating themselves, getting involved with something that's better than fiat, better than what the governments are doing. But this is not pure FOMO. Wait until pure FOMO comes in. Then you're going to see this really start skyrocketing in a big way. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Now, besides Bitcoin, there's a few other little things I want to talk about. For example, unfortunately, the biggest stablecoin for Polkadot just suffered a major attack at Kala. So some kind of security breach happened, which allowed a ton of this new synthetic token to be created. 1.2 billion Akala dollars was created. So basically it caused a major depeg. So the project is trying to work it out, right? But yeah, we're still seeing a lot of this stuff happen left and right. And if you're looking at, well, I had them pulled up, but I closed it. Their peg is coming down. So, I mean, coming back up. At one point, it was like 0.5 cents, like 50 cents to a dollar. Now it's like 80 cents per dollar. But these stable coins, still little iffy. All right, this one, not so much from under collateralization. This one is actually just from a hack so that the hackers were able to mint more. That's how they caused a depeg, right? But still, there are still issues and kinks to be worked out. So this is the reason why Polkadot went down a little bit today. Polkadot's down 5%. I think it's due to this. So just be careful. Just be careful with your own funds. And then also, I did see this, TornadoCash, the developers that are behind the DAO, they're shutting it down. They're like, okay, we had enough. We don't want to be arrested. We don't want to go to jail. Now, as far as I believe, TornadoCash, the project itself, is still up, but the DAO that's meant to fund future initiatives and growth of TornadoCash, they have shut that down, and they're giving all the staked TornadoCash tokens back to the people that stake, basically. So they're definitely feeling the pressure, right? At first, I thought maybe U.S. Justice Department, what they announced was not going to lead to much. Well, it's leading to much, and there are a lot of people that, especially with the team, that are very fearful, and they are shutting out. But whether or not this kills TornadoCash or any copycats, that's unknown, right? Because it is open source. Anyone can create something similar and just release it, right? So I guess we'll see. All right. As for everything else, I've talked a lot about Ethereum. Ethereum is still moving in the right direction. It passed up 2,000 once again. Then it came down a little bit, right? It's having problems staying above 2,000, but that's okay. It's been moving higher and higher and higher. And there are more and more people that are just, so bullish on Ethereum, buying Bitcoin, staking Ethereum, right, in the Beacon chain, and people that are supporting the new fork, okay, supposed fork or proposed fork. And somehow there's a token already for it. It's utterly ridiculous. I don't know how you could have a new token out already with any kind of trading value before it's already released, right? So it's all futures based, and it's just kind of ridiculous. But anyways, it's losing its value left and right because it seems like more and more projects are coming out in support of the new, of course, real ETH proof of stake chain, and no one is supporting the proof of work chain. So anyone that bought into this new token is probably feeling the hurt right now. And guess who created it? Justin Sun, right? And I just said it was just utterly ridiculous. Justin Sun is doing what he can to try to disrupt Ethereum for his own gain, and it is not working. All right, and then lastly, got to talk about what's going on with Shib. I mean, just out of nowhere, right? Really, someone bought, the only thing you could say is someone bought a shitload of Shib, right? And just caused it to go up astronomically. Right now, it's about 31%. It went higher to 40-something%, right? So someone is taking advantage of cheap Shib right now. I don't know who. Someone with billions. It has to be billions, okay? Because Shib is not a small project. Shib is coming in to top 10 again. It is now sitting at $9 billion. For someone to be able to pump it 30%, that's so much buying. I don't know who. Maybe it is BlackRock. Maybe they're going to announce something with Shib. I don't know, but it's up 30% right now, 31%. So I was looking at it. Trade volume is spiking up. There's still a ton of burning. The burn rate is up 824%, right? And besides that, they've already announced they do have another game called Shiba Eternity, which is a mobile game that's coming out in Vietnam, right? But these were things that were already announced. Nothing new, nothing that just dropped today. Been searching on Twitter, we're searching on their Discord, searching everywhere, right? There's no immediate thing that stands out. Just that there are a lot of people that are buying Shib right now. And because Shib is going up, I think Doge is going up. Doge was up about 10%. Now it's come down a little bit to not 8%. But I think people are just getting excited overall that their favorite meme coin is pumping. So that's the thing. Can this all be a precursor to a bigger market rally that could be coming? Sure. If we're seeing a resurgence of meme coins, we're seeing a resurgence of retail investors coming into this space and FOMOing, well, that could only mean good things as the market, recovers from its bottom, right? So hopefully that's what it means this week, and we will see. I mean, we have a few economic stuff that's going on this week, a few earnings, right? They could offset they could move the market a little bit, but overall, I think most people are in agreement that we are recovering slowly but surely, and more money is starting to flow back into markets with crypto, with Bitcoin, and with equities. So overall, good stuff. All right, guys, that's it. Let's do some Q&A. Screen shift. Ooh, look at that. All right. Let me scroll up here. Someone said DeFi Kingdoms will be releasing some huge news soon. Word is they're getting off Harmony and going to Matic. Well, they're getting off Harmony. They already announced that. I'm surprised they would go to Matic, though. Well, not really. Yes and no. Because they already have their chain on Polkadot. So why not just concentrate on Polkadot, right? But if they want to still have dual chains, dual kingdoms, because of that reason, I get it. But no better chain than Polygon. Shib's new game is coming out. Yeah, but that was already announced in beta testing. So I'm not quite sure if that's why. Let's see. We need to stop using our destructive farmland that doesn't have any micronutrients in anymore over years of production and go vertical hydroponic systems where we could actually get the nutrients. Roy, I'm not a farmer. That sounds great. I don't know if that's realistic. If you are a farmer, okay. Let's see. ETH will go back to 900 next month. No. No, it will not. All these Shib videos coming up. Okay, well, it makes sense. Everyone wants to talk about it. A lot of people got wrecked on Shib leverage trades. I don't even know where you go for Shib leverage. I guess all the exchanges do offer Shib leverage. Once upon a time, it was just Bitcoin and Ethereum leverage, but I guess now all the exchanges just offer any kind of leverage. So, yeah, and I see all these people, these dumb haters in the chat saying, "Oh, the market is crashing." It's down 200 points since I started streaming, and there's always these people that like to spread FUD and say, "Oh yeah, market's crashing right now." I mean, come on, get a life. Stop trying to spread your misery to others. Just because you're not feeling it doesn't mean that you want to cause others to not feel it too. So yeah. Let's see here. JS Quad family lost 20 grand I had in Voyager, rip. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but there is a chance that you get some of it back because they're going to try to compensate users through a combination of stock, tokens, and crypto. So hopefully you could get some of that back. SC George is a Lego builder. You know what? Yesterday I hit the Lego store, my Lego my local store. There's so many new sets. Some of the big ones I just couldn't get, like the new roller coaster. I'm like, wow, that thing is enormous. They had it out in display. I would love to get that, but there's zero chance I could fit that in my room. So I had to get some of the smaller sets. But yeah, I was going to film it for my own George channel, but I didn't have time. And I'm like, all right, forget it. But BlackRock loves memes. Well, I know BlackRock loves AMC and GME. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if they actually did like that or not, but, you know, something kicked off something this morning. So it was an enormous amount of buying. Not sure who kicked it off, but, you know, Shib is still up 31%. So I know I just realized my screen's cut off a little bit, so I should actually see if I can move that over. There we go. Yeah, it's still, I mean, someone caused something to happen. Maybe a lot of short squeeze or something, but that's an enormous amount of money put into Shib right now. What do you think about Near? I like Near. I think they have potential. Obviously, they're pretty big already in the billions. Kind of like a mini Solana in a way, although I haven't heard of any network crashes, network outages with Near. But yeah, they're pretty similar. They're very well backed by VCs. You could take that in a good way or a bad way. But proof of stake, fast chain, DeFi growing, right? Still early. Tush Egg, thank you. Maybe it is. Maybe it is the liquidations. I don't know if I could check Shib liquidations or not. Do I have that bookmark up? I think this is just for Bitcoin. Yeah, so looking at, can I do Shib in here? Oh, you could do Shib. Oh, wow, look at that. Let's do last hour. Yeah, so a lot of Shib shorters got wrecked, that's for sure. Let's go to the 4 hour. There, you can see it better. So this is 1.65 million, 1.67 million, 2.66 million, 1.58 million. And then unfortunately, because Shib has volatility, some of the longs got wrecked too. Obviously, this is smaller compared to what we usually see with Bitcoin, but still, that was 7 million Shib liquidated. I'm not sure if this is on all the exchanges or not. Usually, I don't check Shib, but there's definitely some short squeezes going on. Check Doge. I should just type it in here. Yeah, same thing. A ton. A lot more now than before. So, but still, the volume is quite low. It's like 2 million liquidations for Doge. Nothing like Bitcoin, but hopefully we see a lot more of that in the future. HM, thank you. What do you think about Cardano? Cardano's actually having a good day today. It was hovering around 50 cents for a long time. Now it's about 57 cents. So slowly, surely coming up. I think everyone's waiting for the Vassell hard fork, which should be coming up soon. Maybe this week, maybe next week. but it's going hands Cardano a little bit, right? While they're still trying to figure other things out. But it is a big one that they had to push back. I mean, overall, if you're looking at like their performance, they've been trailing their competition, their peers, but they're still a beast, sitting at number 6 at around $20 billion. So no matter what, ADA holders are very, very strong and holding and waiting for more gains to come. Tiberius, I don't disagree with you, but something had to start in the first place, and someone or group of people put in a ton to make that happen, right? So, what is the reason behind it? Not quite sure. XRP holders are crying because they don't have. XRP holders will get their day. Someday when the SEC lawsuit resolves and they move forward. Hopefully that's sooner than later, probably 2023, but who knows if that's the first half or second half. Why is Doge pumping? I think Doge is pumping just because Shib is pumping. People are just excited about meme coins today. Honestly, searching around, there's no direct reason right now that Shib is pumping other than someone bought a ton of it. There's a lot of things going on with Shib right now. Shibarium is being worked on. Their new Shib game that's coming out, that's being worked on. What is it called? Shiba Eternity. I don't even know if it involves Shib token or any of the other tokens they have, but that is being worked on and being beta tested right now. You still have a ton of Shib burning that's happening, right? More and more people are burning Shib, and they have other stuff coming. Their Visa card, which will burn Shib. I mean, there's a lot of things they're working on, but any precise reason why they went up today? Not really. What do you think our support? Wait, what do you think is our support in BTC? I mean, there's a lot of support. I mean, we just broke through one of them, which was 24,200. So we're kind of straddling that right now. That was a hard resistance to break. And our previous support was 22.9, right? So it does seem like we are holding above this support, which is good. And we're utilizing that as a support, which is good. And then, if we could keep going, well, then the next support will be about 29,000. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping that what we're seeing today with Shib is a precursor to what's coming this week. This price action looks intentional to try to paint fear heading into this week. How does pumping Shib paint fear, though? Or a fake out? I don't know if that's what you're saying. If somehow it leads to a giant fake out, maybe. I don't know. Why do I hate Doge so much? I don't. I'm just neutral on them. But I think Shib is much better than Doge. Doge doesn't have anything going for it other than Elon's support and Mark Cuban's support, but that's about it. They're not innovating. They're not doing anything. Shib is at least getting people excited with all these things that's coming up, but not Doge, though. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else? Ape is super low on a stochastic chart. I think ApeCoin is interesting. ApeCoin pumps a lot whenever there's good news, and when there's no news, it kind of just stalls. But it has recovered quite a lot within the last month. It's above $7. It dropped as low as like $3 or something not too long ago. So I do think ApeCoin does have a future because Yuga Labs, they're not going to give up on Ape. They're going to keep building more and more and more with whatever they have with the Bored Apes, with, you know, their metaverse game that's coming out, with all the other NFTs they have, right? So, oh, they're below $7 again. I didn't even notice that, but they'd had a pretty good recovery, 104% in the last 60 days and 40% in the last 30 days. So they had a pretty good run up. VeChain had a pretty good run up, 40%. Flow, which is into NFTs, up 82%. Yeah. Last month has been pretty good for recovery. Robinhood is going to list Ape soon. Maybe. Robinhood has been listing a lot of tokens recently, and every single one has pumped. So the Robinhood effect is definitely real too. So besides Coinbase effect, besides Binance effect, there's the Robinhood effect. Overall, good for the market because it shows confidence. Yeah, that's my whole point. You know, if there's large amounts of buying going on, it shows that confidence is coming back and more people are getting comfortable with the fact that we are recovering from bottom, right? So I don't know who started this whole Shib thing today, but it took an enormous amount of money to drive it up and then kind of cause FOMO and short liquidations. But that was a lot that was put in today. And I don't know who did it, but someone did it. So we'll take it. We will definitely take it. Overall global market cap is still up despite the fact that Ethereum and Bitcoin and BNB, others went down a little bit. So the entire crypto market cap today carried by Doge and Shib. That's what it looks like. All right, guys. That is it. Hopefully you guys enjoy your Sunday. Things are looking better with Shib and Doge. Is it a precursor to what we're going to see this week? I certainly hope so. Smash it a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow bright and early, 8:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Have a good one, guys. Check out my George Reacts channel. Take care. Bye-bye.